నిపుణులనే కాకుండా సామాన్యమైన ప్రజల్ని, రైతులని, మహిళల్ని, విద్యార్థులను కూడా భాగస్వాములను చేసి ఈరోజు ప్రజలకు ఈ పాలసీ డాక్యుమెంట్ను అంకితం చేయదలుచుకున్నాం. ఈరోజు ఈ పాలసీ డాక్యుమెంట్ ఈజ్ గోయింగ్ టు అడ్రస్ ఫార్మర్స్, ఉమెన్ అండ్ యూత్. మొట్టమొదటి ప్రధానమంత్రి పండిత్ జవహర్లాల్ నెహ్రూ గారు ప్రధానమంత్రి బాధ్యత తీసుకోవడానికి ముందు మహాత్మా గాంధీ గారిని కలిసి మీరేమైనా సలహా ఇవ్వగలరా, నాకు ప్రధానమంత్రిగా బాధ్యతలు చేపడుతున్నా అన్నప్పుడు మహాత్మా గాంధీ గారు ఒక సూచన చేశారు. నువ్వు పరిపాలనాపరమైన నిర్ణయం తీసుకునేటప్పుడు నీ నిర్ణయం వల్ల పేదలకు, నిస్సహాయులకు ఏ విధంగా సహాయపడగలుగుతో ఆలోచన చేసి నిర్ణయం తీసుకోమని మహాత్మా గాంధీ గారు పండిత్ జవహర్లాల్ నెహ్రూ మొట్టమొదటి ప్రధానమంత్రి గారికి సూచన చేశారు. ఆ సూచనలు తీసుకొని పండిత్ జవహర్లాల్ నెహ్రూ గారు ఈ దేశంలో ఉన్న నిరక్షరాస్యతను నిర్మూలించాలి అంటే ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఈ దేశంలో ఉన్న కరువును నిర్మూలించాలి, ఆకలిని తీర్చాలి అని అంటే ఇరిగేషన్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అనుకున్నాడు. ఆనాడు ఫస్ట్ ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ హ్యాస్ డిసైడెడ్ టు టేక్ అప్ టూ పాలసీస్. One is education, the other one is irrigation. That is how he has initiated many universities in the country, and he has constructed many irrigation projects like Bakranangal to Nagarjuna Sagar, Srisailam, SRSP in Telangana. All these projects have conceived at the time of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. I know most of them have studied in Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru has initiated those universities. Today, my government has decided to take up this education and irrigation and communication. Communication in technology, communication in digital, communication in roads, communication in ports, communication in airports. We wanted to meet, we wanted to develop our infrastructure to connect as well world. We wanted to invite them to invest in my country. I am going to take role model from China, Japan, Germany, South Korea and Singapore. At the same time, they are my role models and I'm going to compete with them. With their inspiration, I'm going to develop my state. I'm going to take up my welfare and development. Some of them, poverty is an excursion, some of the leaders, but have born and brought up a small village, remote village, where I have seen from my childhood poverty and undeveloped untouchability and everything I have seen. Practically I have experienced and everything. I know what is the problem. I wanted to address that problem. I wanted to eradicate poverty. I wanted to give education. I wanted to give employment with my youth. I wanted to give better health for my citizens. Why? Because I have met accident at the age of 11 years, major accident. My parents have taken me into Usmania Hospital in Hyderabad while I was living in remote village. That time government has, Nizam has started that Usmania Hospital. That is how they treated. Today, people are facing lot of problems. Well, we have got freedom. That time, lifespan was 32 years. In 1947, Indian average lifespan was 32 years. Today, we have reached 73 years. That is how Jawaharlal Nehru has given a vision to this country. Now we are going to touch 100 years to live our lifespan. For that, have to make policies, have to make sure, have to deliver to poorest of the poor, remote villages, Tandas, Gudam, or any other remote place in Telangana. आनंद जी, मैं एक किसान का लड़का हूँ, किसान परिवार से आया मैं. मुझे गरीब, कुछ लोगों के लिए, कुछ नेता लोगों के लिए गरीबी एक एक्सकर्शन है. गरीबी देखना है तो हैदराबाद से मर्सिडीज बेंज में छोटे गांव में देखे गरीब लोग कैसे रहते हैं, उन लोग देखने के लिए कोशिश करते. मगर मेरे लिए गरीबी ऐसा नहीं है. जहां पर गरीब लोग रहते, जहां पर जाति विवक्षा है, लोगों को अनटचेबिलिटी है, मंदिर में जिसको नहीं आने देता है, उस ऐसे छोटे गांव से मैं आया, हर चीज मुझे पता है। गरीब कैसे सोचते हैं, एजुकेटेड अनएम्प्लॉयड यूथ क्या चाहता है, सब कुछ मुझे पता है, क्योंकि आई हैव स्टडीड इन गवर्नमेंट स्कूल, आई हैव नॉट स्टडीड इन कॉर्पोरेट स्कूल, आई हैव नॉट स्टडीड इन इंग्लिश मीडियम, आई हैव स्टडीड इन गवर्नमेंट स्कूल, आई हैव स्टडीड इन तेलुगु मीडियम. I know each and every problem in my remote villages, where Adivasis, where Dalits are living, where minorities are there. I have personal connectivity with these Dalits, Adivasis, and minorities. That is why I have planned for them. I have got this opportunity with young age. I don't have any political legacy. एक छोटा किसान परिवार से, एक छोटे गांव से मैं इतना दूर आ गया. 2006 में मैं एक जिला परिषद मेंबर बना एज ए इंडिपेंडेंट. Politically, it's the smallest of the small post. After that, I've become an MLC. After that, I've become an MLA. After that, I've become an MP. After that, I've become a party president. After 17 years, I have become a chief minister of Telangana. I have responsibility. I have accountability. I have my commitment. I have to do justice for poorest of the poor. This is what my commitment. This is what my document, my policy document. This is what my agreement with my people. So that is why I have asked everyone to support, to give their inputs in my policy document. Lots of people who are experts, they have contributed like anything. I wanted to thank everyone. Why? Because this is going to create a path for my state, my youth. I have seen caste differences, जाति विवक्षा. सरकार इतने साल से कोई भी सरकार आप देखो, एससी हॉस्टल अलग है, एसटी हॉस्टल अलग है, ओबीसी हॉस्टल अलग है, माइनॉरिटी हॉस्टल अलग है. जहां पर आप जाति विवक्षा छोड़ना चाहते हैं, मगर वहीं पर सरकार पैसों से आप अलग अलग वर्टिकल्स बना रहे. इसीलिए मैं मुख्यमंत्री बनते ये कह दिया कि हमारा डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर से, भाई ये हमारे समस्या को हल्का नहीं करने वाला है, इसीलिए वो पूरा छोड़ दो. वी हैव टू क्रिएट ए place where SC, ST, BC, minority, all other upper caste people can study in one place. That is how we have conceived Young India Integrated Residential Schools. I have given 100 schools. I'm spending each school 200 crores to develop that infrastructure with 25 acres campus. You know better than me how education is important. Now you are running a university. तो हम लोग ये सोचकर 25 एकड़ 200 करोड़ रुपए 20,000 crores I'm spending for build infrastructure to inclusiveness. SC, ST, BC, minority, all other upper caste people are going to study in one place. कि ये जाति विवक्षा हम दूर करना है तो सब लोग मिलजुल के एक जगह में पढ़े तो ये समस्या हल्का हो जाएंगे. मगर हर बार सरकार ने एससी हॉस्टल अलग, एसटी हॉस्टल अलग, ओबीसी माइनॉरिटी अलग अलग बनाए, तो जब तक आप ये सिस्टम से सरकार चलाएंगे आप दूर नहीं कर सकते. इसीलिए मैं सोचकर ये कह दिया कि भाई सब एक जगह में आना, हर असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में एक रोल मॉडल बना दो. ये देश के लिए आगे ये रोल मॉडल बनने वाला है. लोग बोलेंगे कि भाई वेलफेयर में आप स्पेंड मत करो. वेलफेयर में हम स्पेंड करना जब लेवल प्लेइंग फील्ड इक्वल आए तक हम देना जरूरी है, हमारा अकाउंटेबिलिटी है. तो इसीलिए आई एम स्पेंडिंग लॉट्स ऑफ मनी इन एजुकेशन. दिस इज नॉट वेलफेयर, दिस इज नॉट एक्सपेंडिचर फॉर मी, दिस इज इन्वेस्टमेंट माय फ्यूचर.